Now let's look at the problem. First, before solving any problem, you have to identify where the problem is taken from, or what formulas to use and what methods to solve. The details regarding the methods available to solve or what problem is taken from where, you can refer one of my videos. So let's look at the question. This rock is underwater and which is 2900 meters deep. So let's take an example here. A rock which is underwater, alright, and the distance from water surface to the rock is 2900 meters. Calculate the time in which an ultrasonic signal will return after reflection from the rock. It is given that it is 2900 meter deep, right, and it is an ultrasonic signal and velocity is given. So we have to understand that a rock is underwater which is 2900 meter deep and it uses an ultrasonic signal and its reflection from the rock, etc., which tells you that the method is based on echo method of measurements. Because in echo method what we usually do, we send a signal which goes, hits an object and returns back, that is why it is called an echo method. So some of the echo methods I told you before, whatever waves you are using, if you are using a light wave, it's going to be laser. So in this case they are using an ultrasonic signal. It is being sent out and goes, hits the rock and return back. So this is the echo method of solving. So let me write down, this method is based on echo. Alright, and we know the formula for echo in that echo method which I told you before. We have found out that distance x is given by velocity into time divided by 2. This is the formula we have seen before. Now what are the values given? Distance, is it given? Yes, distance is given us, x is given us 2900 meters, which is given in the question. Again, we need to find the velocity. So velocity we don't know. Alright, distance x is given. Then what is the other thing what we need to know? We need to know the time. Calculate the time. The time needs to be calculated. Therefore, we don't know the time as well. Oh, sorry, just one more information. Velocity is given. From the next part of the question, you can see that take the velocity of ultrasonic wave in water is 1.4 kilometers per second. So velocity is given. Alright, so let's substitute these values into the formula and see what we get. Okay, so what is the velocity? So this is a diagram and we are going to send out waves. It's going to hit and come back again. One wave is going to go inside, one is going to come above. So we know we need to measure that. X is given us 2900 meters. So let me write down as it is, 2900 meter equals to velocity. Velocity is 1.45 kilometers per second. So there is a trick here. You can see the velocity is in kilometer per second and all other details are in meters and seconds. For example, the x is 2900 meters. Okay, and whatever we need to find all on meters and seconds. So we need to convert this kilometer into meters so that we can solve them in this problem. So in this case, we know that velocity equals to 1.45 kilometer per second. I told you when you convert a unit which is bigger, for example kilometer, when you are converting into changing into a smaller unit which is a meter in our case, so when you are converting from big unit to small unit, you have to multiply. Alright, so we know that 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meters. So when I need to convert velocity, which is kilometer, which is a bigger value, to a smaller value, I need to multiply by 1000 to get into meters. Okay, so I'm doing it here. Velocity is given as 1.445 kilometer per second. I am multiplying that with 1000 to convert it into meters. Alright, and time, which we do not know, so I am leaving as time as it is, the whole thing divided by 2. Okay, therefore rearranging it, time is equal to 2 into 2900 divided by 1.45 into 1000, which will give you 4 seconds. Therefore, the time is equal to 4 seconds. So this is our answer.
Thank you for watching. Support us by subscribing to our channel and do hit the like and share buttons. Use the comment section to rate our video.